Hello to all my friends out there. Okay, dinner time. It may be late, but better late than never. So, I was working on the eBay, and I wanted to tell you guys how this eBay thing got started. I have some leftover icy cold tea, and I'm making some tea, some chamomile tea. No caffeine. Okay, what happened is I was working in a salon, and this was a few years ago. Californians would move to Arizona, and a lot of times, they would retire and they would move to Arizona, and it would go very, very badly, and they would come dragging back to town. So this one lady did that, and it went really, really badly, and she came back to town. And it was so bad she had to live in a truck with like a little camper shell. By the way, keep that in mind. And then she got herself like a little RV trailer thing, and so one day we were in the shop, and she had managed to get enough money together to buy like a travel trailer, a pretty decent one, and she said she had learned her lesson and she was going to keep that trailer. And it went driving by, and she was so happy because she had, she had a nice, fairly nice trailer. I think she bought it for $5,000 used from some guy, and he needed the money so bad he was happy to sell it. He delivered it. And then in that same shop, I tell you guys, I worked in the most weird shops you can. I mean, if you try to imagine weird beauty shops, you cannot imagine. Anyway, it was the same beauty shop. And I met this woman, and same thing. She went to Arizona. She lost all of her money. She came dragging back to town. And what she did was she started gathering the stuff up at the swap meet, and she, the junk that people left that didn't sell, 99 cents only, and she sold these clothes items, like, if you've ever seen the clothes, most of the time they're pretty stinky, but anyway, so she worked up until she would make $600 on the weekend at the swap meet. So me, I was working in the salons, and I would have to be in a salon. This is why this is so miserable for me. I was trapped indoors, my whole life, and I thought, oh goody, I can get outside, right? But anyway, I thought, well, if I ever retire, I will try that. And so I put a little guacamole stuff on my salad. And I have some dressing. So there you have it. That's a very cheap dinner. Okay, this is a Walmart chicken breast. I bought two things. I bought chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs, and these boneless Walmart 3 pounds chicken breasts. Tonight is a chicken breast, and I still have some chicken thighs. Here's what these look like. I made lots of stuff out of these. I never noticed these before. I never thought of getting boneless chicken thighs, but it's kind of a good thing because you're not paying for the bones. So I thought, I would have never retired if I didn't have some plan of how I was going to earn money. It hasn't gone that well, but it's coming along. So my idea was to sell junk jewelry at the swap meet. And so if you look back, you will see some of my videos of when I did that. So what I did is my chicken was a little bit frozen. So I put egg on it with garlic salt, and black pepper, and then I dipped it in flour, and my breading came off because my chicken was frozen. But it's still going to be tasty. And then to see if it's done, I just cut into it. See, my chicken is done. And so that was my idea. And a couple of you told me you were trying eBay, and I'm so happy. Okay, it's a little bit rough to get started. It's like the swap meet or a yard sale business, but I was taking these classes. Actually, the class was Chicano Studies, and it talked about how the only way to really get to a higher class was to get into the merchant class. So I had that in mind. This is good. Furthermore, once you learn your online business, you could work until you were 80, you could work until you were 90, you could work during the coronavirus. And what I learned from round one is you can drive to a less infected area and do your mailing if you have to, or wear a mask and gloves. So I'm glad you guys who tried the eBay have started it, and take heart, because I think there's like sometimes it sells a lot and sometimes it doesn't, depending on what you're selling. So I tried doing the oh, what was that? I tried to do the wholesale lots, and I go, no, 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 this is not good. So I took those down, and I have to reevaluate that, because I thought, yeah, you can't send this to somebody. No, you're not doing that. So today I was out there walking in the heat. I hate it. I hate getting hot. I hate getting beat on by sun, even with sunglasses. I dislike that indoor aerobic stuff. You know, I did that for a while. It's like a rabbit or like a hamster. You know, I don't like it, but I know I have to do it. So I haven't found. This is one thing that's been so horrible about this. You know, we're all cooped up. Like a lot of people, if you work all the time, can stop by at the gym and get a little exercise. That's out. So I'm miserable. I'm walking outside. I'm getting all kinds of sun, which generates wrinkles. So fine on that. Okay, so now you want to start an eBay business, but you don't have any money. So keep it in mind to find stuff curbside or dumpster. I mean, you don't have to dive into the dumpster, but if stuff is left near the dumpster, get it and sell it. Get, free stuff somehow. I get free stuff all the time. Or if you do hauling, a lot of times, they'll let you have the stuff. Okay, now at night, I dream of people who have become homeless. And I hope it's not any of my followers, but it could happen. So, months ago, I did videos on car living, how to do that. But there's good videos. It's called something living, car living, something like that. But if you don't have a car and you don't have anywhere to live, I have some suggestions. Call the churches and ask, does anyone have a trailer or a motorhome or cars that I could live in? Or does the church have a place? There is shelters, but with the coronavirus, that is dangerous. Consider living in places like Mexico or along the border where they have the casino. They have campgrounds that don't cost anything. So be thinking, how can I get, if you're homeless at this time, you want to get, or if you don't have food, you're going to call 211 and they're going to direct you to where you go. And if you have issues, you're going to tell the lady on 211, or you're going to go straight to the welfare department. So if you're homeless, try to get a car, some kind of trailer, motorhomes. Okay, now a word about the canning jars. Okay, I went to the thrift store on Sunday when I was locked out of my town because of the protesters. I could have driven around on the back way, but I didn't know if the protesters were there. I didn't want to, commingle with them or the counter protesters. You just cannot trust people if if you're irrationally enough to go into a big crowd, you cannot be trusted. Okay, so I went to the thrift store and I found 5 canning jars, the big ones, $2 each. And I thought, wait a minute, let's check out Walmart. Comes to find out that you have brand new ones with lids for about $11. So if you want to get some canning jars, and I think that's a good idea, check out Walmart. Okay, and I posted a video, and it is a video, and it features the Obamas. And one thing, I was watching this, it was really a good video actually, and I was thinking, you know, one thing about the Obamas is they were kind of young, and I go, well, thank God they were young enough and they got out of the presidency in one piece. But it was really a heartwarming little video, and I posted that on Twitter if you guys want to see that. My phone fed it to me. You know, the AI knows all. Okay, you guys, that's dinner. Cheap. And I will see you tomorrow, and God bless you all.